And what is going on, motherfuckers? As you see, oh, there you go. This is a very cold night out here at Domestic Violence Racing. I got the heater on, I'm sure y'all can hear it, so it'll warm up in a minute, but the plan is to get this motor prepped and on that cradle tonight. Stay tuned, motherfuckers, let's get it. All right, so my first order of business, as you see, I don't have my accessories on. Obviously, I gotta wait to put the power steering pump on, but what I can do right now is put the alternator on and the coolant, like crossovers, I guess you would call them, the passages that go to the heater core. And these are your coolant elbows. Where the fuck I put those things? They're up here somewhere. Here's one. Here's the other one. All right. These are a huge problem thing on 3800s. Factory, these are like a plastic that don't like heat cycling because they're in aluminum. So we get these aluminum ones with O-rings. Usually I replace something like this. Is that a crack? No, is that a crack? No, it's just a hair. Okay. Somebody got a pube on my crossover. But normally I would at least replace the O-rings, but these things have like 300 miles on them, so they're fine. And if they leak on a rear-wheel drive car, these are pretty easy to replace. So this one goes here. And then there's this spot under the intake where this one goes. That's all the way in there. That's all the way in there. And then I gotta get the other bracket. Where you at? Where you at? There's my alternator. Is that the bracket? Oh, that's wastegate. It's over here somewhere. So here we go. Alright. So this buddy goes, and you see you got this hole here, and then you got this hole here. I can't do this with one hand, so I'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so as you guys see, I got my bracket on, and my alternator's on. This is the wrong bolt, but I mean, whatever, it can't move. I ain't tripping off it too much. I might have to replace my coolant hose. Let's come on in a little bit. Elbows. The coolant elbows, as you see, they're kind of loose, so those O-rings might leak, or they might get better. Because it's cold out here, so those O-rings might just be hard and not willing to like expand and do their thing. So I see once I started, luckily this is easy to get to on the front wheel, on the rear wheel drive cars. I can have this whole bracket and everything off in like 15 minutes. So I'm not tripping off it too bad. But this kit here is actually, I'll show you. Alex follows me around right here.
That was something new.
These go into the bracketry because on the 3800 F-body cars, they have shitty headlights.
Just wasn't
you see that?
Yeah.
These coolant hoses that just kind of like clip in there and twist, which absolutely blows. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take a razor blade and cut these, and then you slide those hoses.
So much shit.
There's so much stuff in the way. You slide those hoses over these, and as you see, I got this one on. I didn't bolt it on yet, but they go here. And now you can just slide hoses on with hose clamps as it should have been from the fucking factory instead of those quick connects. So, about to get these all snugged up. Excuse me, Alex. There's an 8 mil. Let's not fucking break that or anything. Get this other washer. Where's the washer? It's not like it has to be super tight. As long as it's tight enough that it can't vibrate loose, I wouldn't.
Shit, that was a bitch to put on there. I just pushed it the rest of the way down. It was pretty tight.
So I don't think we got to worry about that anyway. I'm really upset with my like super long coolant, my super long
Oil feed.
Yeah, oil feed. I would definitely need a shorter one because this is kind of upsetting.
That is a little fucking ridiculous.
That's ridiculous as fuck. So I'm gonna figure that out. We did a shorter line. Somebody has to have a shorter line. We might have one.
So we do got some nitrous shit laying around.
You might have one in your room too.
Yeah, maybe.
Or on the front porch. I don't know. I'm gonna look and see if I got a smaller dash 4 line because this thing's fucking ridiculous.
We have nitrous shit kind of everywhere.
Yeah, we got nitrous shit scattered. So that's where we're at with that. Now I gotta work on my turbo drain. And then I think that'll be it for the motor, won't it, Alex? Oh, I gotta put the harness on it. I could probably put the harness on it down there. I'll put the harness on it up here, whatever. So I got to, damn it.
Then we got to put the flywheel on, the clutch,
Yeah, I can't
all
do that.
that.
I'm gonna do that on the
Yeah, no, I can't do that on the stand.
I'm gonna do that on the cradle. So what I got next is, I can't do the power steering pump till it's on the cradle. So yeah, that's my next step. I'm about to get going on the turbo drains. I have to reset how all that is. And then after that, I'm gonna throw the harness on here. And hopefully depending on how long it takes me to get the turbo drain set up, we can get the motor on the cradle tonight. Stay tuned, cats. Let's get it. All right, so this is my old drain. It was leaking. I'm embarrassed to even show you how it looked before. So I cut off the old part. I got this good old high heat, high pressure oil pipe. Fucking line. But it's not just heater hose though.
Hose.
It's supposed to be high pressure or resistant. 35 psi. So not super
different area codes. Different area codes.
What?
Hose.
Stop that. But yeah. So I'll bolt this up. I'm probably gonna need a new gasket or a shit ton of RTV. I don't know how I'm gonna do that yet. Probably new gasket. I could probably get a new HX35 gasket pretty quickly and easily. Find a diesel shop or something. So as of now, I'm going to test fit everything. As long as it's good to my liking, we're going to be golden here. And I was being lazy. Wait, yeah. I had to remember. I couldn't remember if I was being lazy or not. I need to cut these bolts off. I'm probably going to do that now. I just put a nut on the bolt because
you lazy cunt.
Like, I literally, only thing left to do was to cut the bolt just for the fact that this nut will unthread and clean the threads back up. So I'm going to do that in a second here with the cutoff wheel. And bolt this back on after I see how much I need. Yeah, let me go ahead and cut these off now. So we'll be back in just a moment, guys. I'm going to get these these bolts cut off. And then I'm going to get this bolted up. It's going to come back off when I got to get the new gasket, but it'll do for now. Alright, so we're back and I have my drain hose snugged up tight here. As you see.
You used to yanking on long black things with two hands?
I am, but I'm a little bit used to it.
I was gonna say that's usually like a gay joke, but
yeah, it's kind of
you are the long black thing, I guess.
So yeah, this is how this is gonna run. As you guys see here, I'm going to have this something like this. I want to get the motor mount on here before I cut this hose because it might need to route down. Normally you want like a more downward angle, but this is just gonna have to fucking do because the turbo is not going any higher. So this is how this is gonna go. I want to run this up as far as I can and put multiple hose clamps on it. That way I can just reduce the chance of shit leaking. So let's slide that. That's as far as that's gonna go. I forgot I had to turn this down to get that on there. So I'm gonna probably have to go over this with the Dremel, not the Dremel,
Wire
flat wheel or wire wheel, just to clean this pipe up some. Or I could try heating up this hose a little bit.
A hose that has a bunch of oil in it.
Yeah, whatever.
And take a torch to that.
For sure. And then get this on here, clamped on nice and tight. And that's how that's going to go. Good news is this is a low pressure hose. Like, it's not like this is going to blow off. I just have to make sure it can't drip out and leak. That's really the only issue there. So my next step here, I might cut this down. I have to get the motor mount. Here's one here. I don't remember which side is which. No. Pretty sure this is my one for this side here. Because I know it has to have room for, yeah, that's this one here. So I know the knock sensor has to have clearance for this hole here. What the fuck is this for?
Like a ground or something, maybe?
I don't know, but this bitch is spinning.
No, I might have just set it in there the other day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Making you worry. Fuck
Yep.
you.
You fuck. So I'm gonna run these through here. I don't even know if these are fucking big enough. Where'd the other one go? Here it is. And yeah, that's gonna be fucking fine. There's plenty of room for that motor mount. Might as well leave it on, huh? This knock sensor's in good shape right here. Guess I'll put this motor mount on. Blast that shit back if you blast them. What's that, 15?
Sure.
Alright, so I'm going to torque this stuff down, and then I'll probably spin it over to the other side and torque the other motor mount down. Then I'm going to put the harness on this thing, and possibly the flywheel if I can get the torque. Yeah, I can get the torque wrench in there. So I can put the flywheel on it. Obviously, I'm not going to do the clutch and all that, but I'll put the flywheel on it real quick. And then, why are you grinning? What the fuck did you do?
Keep going, man.
I fucking hate you. Can't take shit seriously. I forgot what the fuck I was gonna say. Yeah, so I'll throw the flywheel on and then the harness and possibly get it on the cradle tonight. We'll see. Alright, so I got my drain done here. Motor mounts are on. The other side, the motor mounts on. Got my accessories. Got my vacuum lines ran how I want them. So now what I'm going to do is get my harness on and my coil pack mount. That just bolts to the back of the block here. Nice and easy. And I'm throw the coil packs on top of that. And I might get to the flywheel. I don't know if I leave the garage, I might not want to come back in it. And I left the flywheel bolts out of my car, so we'll see. But I'm about to get the harness on, and then this will be pretty close to going in. Only thing I'm going to wait for, I got a few sensors I broke, so the motor's probably not going to get to the cradle tonight just because I want to fix the sensors and fix this gasket and just do that stuff while it's on the stand just because it's way easier to do it while I got room. There's no reason to be in a rush. So I broke a couple sensors on the motor, broke a couple wires, so I want to fix all that stuff up here, make sure the harness is A1. But yeah, that's where we're at with that. So give me a second, I'm gonna get this harness on here, and maybe I'll put the new slave in the trans. That should only take a moment, so I'll probably knock that out too. Oh, that's when I was strapped. What's going on? Back again. Just wanted to update you guys before we got out of here tonight. We got my harness on. As you see, this is my PCM side. This stuff goes inside. And yeah, all this stuff is ran around and doing its thing. Started playing around with intercooler pipe. Let me get this fuck up out the way. And I wasn't fucking thinking. Forgot that my old blow-off tube was not 3-inch. So instead of rigging anything, I already rigged this up. I'm going to get a piece of 3-inch this straight pipe and just weld this tube onto it like I did here. This is 3-inch pipe, this isn't. So actually, I probably should have cut this here. Yeah, and I'm just gonna re-weld this after we cut it off. And then I'll have to figure out what angle to put this at. So yeah, that way I don't have to buy anything else. I can just cut this here and then put that in there. Or get another piece of 3-inch pipe so it's safe. I'll figure that out, but that's easy. So we're going to have this here. This is going to be my blow-up tube. It's going to make noises because I'm a child. And other than that, I just got a couple sensors. Going to do a junkyard run on Sunday most likely and get the couple sensors I need. I messed up the knock sensor and then my coolant temp sensor. I'm going to grab that. And fuck, it's going to suck getting that knock sensor off. I got to get under a car for that. But whatever, shit happens. And that's where we're at with that. We got both mounts on. This is really close. I didn't get to the trans or the flywheel, but I'm going to make the trans stuff probably just one video or one event or whatever. That's like 5 minutes worth of work. The trans stuff is easy. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Let that bitch eat. Domestic violence out, baby.